haven't even thought this part of it through yet, but it's like, oh, that's going to be a disaster.
Hello and welcome to the EuroWhat, episode 282, dropping on November 4th, 2025. We are a pair of Americans trying to make sense of the Eurovision Song Contest. I'm Ben Smith, and I'm here with my co-host, Mike McComb. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Ben.
In this episode, we'll be getting caught up on the Eurovision news from October. Apologies to those of you excitedly turning in for what we promised was an episode on joke entries. We did not intend that to be a joke on you, but we had the ability to have a special guest join us for that one, and we just needed to shift some stuff around. I'm super excited about it, so that will be dropping in December.
Do we want to say who the guest is?
Chris Malamphy re-released the Hit Parade episode about Weird Al and novelty songs, and that got me thinking about this and how Eurovision's joke entries fit in with the American landscape, and I think it's going to be a really fun conversation. He seems very excited to join us.
And this is kind of a big topic. We kind of want to let it bake, let it cook a little bit. So, yes. This is not this is not an elaborate.
This is not like an elaborate bit. We're just we are constantly pushing Matt Damon off to another episode.
But it kind of worked out for us because there was a lot of stuff that happened, particularly in the last week. But things are moving along in Eurovision land. So it's a good time to get caught up.
Since our last news episode, the EBU was going to hold an extraordinary session this month to have a full membership vote on whether or not Can, Israel's broadcaster, would be allowed to participate in Eurovision 2026. A ceasefire in Gaza was implemented. That was early October. The EBU responded by canceling the extraordinary session and is instead going to go back to facilitating a discussion during their regularly scheduled membership meeting in December. A vote could happen at that meeting, but it doesn't appear to be an official agenda item as we record today, November 1st, 2025. No matter the outcome, I don't know, it seems just highly likely at this point that some countries that participated this year are going to sit out in 2026. Ireland, the Netherlands, Slovenia, and Spain have all said if Israel participates, they are walking. On the flip side, if Israel is not allowed to participate, Germany and potentially even Austria have said on some level, we are prepared to walk.
The Austria piece is a little surprising given that they are hosting the contest. The Austria piece of it is also more on the government side than the broadcaster side. At this point, it kind of feels like a big if for that to happen. I get the sense that the momentum that was leading up to the vote prior to its cancellation has dissipated quite a bit.
I was going to go with fizzled, but yes, fizzled, dissipated. The momentum that was there does not seem like it's present. At this point, 28 countries have indicated their intent to participate, and that does not include nations that have placed contingency of their participation on this meeting. So Belgium, Finland, Iceland, various other nations who have made some level of statement. So those are not included in those 28 nations. We're currently at 28. We have cracked grand final numbers.
2 of those 28 countries will be Bulgaria and Romania. Eurovision announced on their social channels toward the end of last week that both Bulgaria and Romania will be returning to the contest. Bulgaria last competed in 2022 with the song Intention by Intelligent Music Project. They were first out of the gate in 2022. I think the song was released in December of 2021. They're just like, look, we're ready to do this. But that one finished 16th out of 17 countries in the first semifinal, and Bulgaria has sat out since then. Their best finish so far in the contest has been second place in 2017 with Beautiful Mess by Christian Kostov. Romania last competed in 2023 with Deja Off and On by Theodore Andre. That one tied for last with 0 points in the second semifinal, so not a great showing for Romania. Their best finish in the contest was third place, both in 2005 and 2010. Both countries have been dealing with budget issues and kind of spotty qualification records. Bulgaria was on a bit of a run there in the late teens and was considered one of the favorites before the 2020 contest was canceled. Romania has really been struggling. Like 2017, they qualified with EuroWhat and then didn't qualify again until 2022. That may have been contributing to them sitting out for a bit. Also, they have major budget issues, which Romania kind of hinted at in the press release from TVR announcing their return. Their president / general director, Dan Christian Turturika, was quoted as saying, "We appreciate the understanding shown by the European Broadcasting Union, which adapted its invitation to Romanian television to return to the contest, taking into account the challenges our institution faces." We're also waiting to hear about what Moldova is planning for 2026. They withdrew from the 2025 contest after they held their auditions back in January. Team Moldova didn't think anything that auditioned was going to be a viable entry. I think they may have made the right call there, but still, like, that's a lot of work and a lot of expense. Like, they had to pay the late withdrawal fee. Like, it was just not a great situation. Moldova is also facing the same sort of like budgetary issues. Natalia Barbu, who represented them in 2024, had to finance a lot of her entry herself and did not qualify. By the time this episode drops, there will have been a press conference held by TRM about their Eurovision participation. I'm hoping that means good news, because why would you have a press go to the trouble
why would
of
you
a
have
whole
a press conference?
Yeah,
if the news is
like, no.
Hello, just wanted y'all to know we will not be there this year. Everybody have a great time without us. But no, I have to think we are participating. Like, I have to wonder if the EBU, given that it is an edition that ends in a 0, just wants to be like, hey everybody, we would love to have as many people here as possible. Especially because we postponed a vote that was potentially hindering a lot of people. So just, hey, do you want to help us bulk out the numbers?
They need to get over 30.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they could cut it down to a single semifinal, but then that's going to be, I haven't even thought this part of it through yet, but it's like, oh, that's going to be a disaster if they do.
Yeah, no, it's just like we are at a point where I think the EBU has to be looking at the current state of yes, we are participating for what is supposed to be a banner year for the contest, and probably, you know, trying to maintain hey everybody, look over here, Bulgaria and Romania are coming to the party. It's like, okay, but what if Finland isn't there?
Yeah, I have a feeling it's not just the budget issues and the which countries are participating issues. I hope that this is also exploration of how they're handling the voting in the semifinals. Like, if it's going to continue to be all televote, that's going to hurt a lot of the smaller countries.
Yeah,
So.
It's like I think that's part of it. Is the whole thing over Can has not been the entirety of why some nations have been a little frustrated the last few years. In terms of other news that's been happening, that does seem to also be getting addressed. So Gert Kark has joined the EBU reference group. He is Estonian. Lovely to see some Baltic representation there. You may have seen him sitting to the right of Martin Oosterdahl during the tabulation bunker clips this year.
Wait, was it even this year? Because I don't recall seeing Martin on screen at all.
Oh no, we tried having him in the arena, and that turns out that if people can see him, they can boo at him. So just like we have placed him in a safe bunker, it's fine. He
is under the dome.
He's under the dome. His favorite music is playing. The air conditioning is on. He's having a great time. Anyways, Gert is taking over, specifically sitting in the EBU ESC executive producer seat that Martin vacated at the start of this summer. He's been working with the EBU for about 10 years. There's not a lot to dig up on him other than just like his EBU page. He's been a project manager for both Eurovision and Junior Eurovision, specifically on the voting side. I was pleased to see that just because that's been an area that I've been thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
His presence on the reference group means that the current makeup of that group is Spain, Portugal, the Netherlands, Denmark, Austria, Switzerland, Sweden, Armenia, Croatia, and now Estonia. I like that representation, and especially given all of the stuff that's happening, it's nice to see that we have representatives from some of those countries in the mix.
I was trying to dig up more information about him. Usually one of the first places I go to is LinkedIn, and I don't think he has a LinkedIn page. So he automatically gets like 100 bonus mic points. So
living the dream. Just like, what a treat.
He is free.
Yeah.
I hope he knows what he has signed up for. I'm sure he has. If he's
I'm sure he has. Yeah.
So.
The fact that he is, I assume, applied for this, or that somebody at at EBU HQ was like, hey, you've been doing this for 10 years and you've been thinking about voting. Are you ready for the next step in your career?
Before we get into talking about all of the national selection news that's popped up over the last couple of weeks, I want to talk about what's popped up on our Patreon in the last couple of weeks. First of all, thank you to everybody who has signed up for the Patreon. Our most recent episode dropped last week. It was about the TV shows Allsang på Skansen and Vine Lama. Oh, Ben, give me the thumbs up on pronunciation. Allsang på Skansen is from Sweden, and that episode we watched featured Kai. Vine Lama is from Finland and featured Karja. One of the shows we really, really liked, and the other one was fine. If you want to tune in to that episode, you can head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/EuroWhat. Our upcoming episode will be about the PanArctic Vision Contest. We know that budgets are really tight. Hi, Romania. Hi, Moldova. Hi, Bulgaria. But if you still want to get connected, we do have a free newsletter available through our Patreon. And that's where we're able to kind of drop in items that we're not able to get to on the main show, either because we just don't have time or it doesn't quite fit in with what we're talking about. You can sign up for that also at patreon.com/EuroWhat.
Yeah, and again, thank you for your support. It means the world to us.
Absolutely.
All right, so in addition to all of the stuff happening with the lead up to Vienna, we also have various nations talking about selection processes that we assume will be relevant come next year. So Estonia has dropped the lineup for Este Laul. There were 171 songs submitted, 12 songs selected for the final. Este Laul this year having a great time because Tommy Cash did very well. Looking at the lineup, there's some just very fun, notable names in the list this time around. We have Vanilla Ninja, who were Switzerland's 2005 entry with Cool Vibes. The one I was delighted to see, now that just the way that the internet ran with this one randomly. Getter Yanni, coming back after representing Estonia in 2011 with Rockefeller Street. Nightcore classic.
Absolutely.
Just like, why is everyone doing a TikTok dance to this?
Yeah.
Stockholm Cowboys, which includes Stig Rasta, who's represented Estonia in 2015, Victor Krohn, who's represented them in 2019. Very interested in what that is.
Stockholm Cowboys, I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Oh yeah, no, yes, same. I'm like, but you guys are in Estonia.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, Victor Krohn's done Melfest.
Has done both sides. Yeah, no, he's been.
Yeah.
We've seen him at Melfest. It's fine.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, like I think it's a really good descriptive name of what they are probably bringing to the table, but at the same time, there is this slight level of cringe to it. It's like,
yes.
So I don't know. They may be my early favorites to win. I
mean, yes, but what I want out of Stockholm Cowboys is, what if Dolly Styles Yeehaw, but for men? Make them wear color-coordinated outfits. I demand it. We are expecting the songs by December 4th. We will have the final for Este Laul February 14th. Some more to come. Happy Valentine's Day.
Also happening on Valentine's Day will be the conclusion of the Benidorm Fest in Spain. Spain received 870 submissions this year for the contest. There were 18 artists selected, so slightly bigger field than previous editions. The entries for the songs will be released on December 18th. Snippets are expected to be released a week earlier, sometime around December 11th. Still going to be the same format as the previous editions. So semifinal on Tuesday, semifinal on Thursday, big final on February 14th. That date has already reached Super Saturday status. So we've got Estonia, we've got Spain, Denmark, Latvia, Melfest, a whole bunch of other contests that have yet to announce their schedules. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I hope you plan stuff for that Friday instead. So
Festivale Ikengus is happening December 17th through 20th, and we now know the 28 acts selected for that from more than 100 submissions. More than a third of the field have been in FIK in the last 3 years. Elise finished third last year. Lauren Karsarama finished fifth. Kimmy was featured during the audition rounds of American Idol in 2024. And then Sheila won the first season of X Factor Albania. So just like a lot of names.
Yeah, a lot of names. So many people have been on either Big Brother or Big Brother VIP in Albania. Like that is maybe the show that has come up the most often when trying to look up these contestants. But it's going to be an interesting set of people, I think.
Elhaida Dunny is the artistic director again. She did fantastic this year. I will be seated for Festival i Kangas again, just based on how great last year was. But again, December 17th through 20th.
Also happening that weekend will be Montenegro's Montesong. There were 15 acts selected from 37 submissions. Some of the acts participating include Andrea Demirovic, who represented Montenegro in 2009. And then Barjak, who finished in third place last year at Montesong and was the winner of the public vote. The songs for that are expected to be released in early December, and the final will be on December 21st. So a big weekend on the Balkan Peninsula, so that's great. The final for Montesong will be a combination 50-50 jury televote, and the televote will be open to the rest of the world. And the proceeds from the televote are going to benefit a charity called the Budi Human Foundation, which is a children's health charity. And we'll have a link to that in the show notes in case you want more information about that charity.
Luxembourg has revealed that there will be 8 artists for this year's Luxembourg Song Contest. They had 83 songs submitted from 58 artists. More than half the songs submitted were in English, but there was also French, Luxembourgish, Portuguese, Spanish, and German in the mix. Looking over the names, the one that caught my eye, Luzak finished third in last year's contest. I really liked Je Danse, so very excited to see what he's bringing back to the contest this year. That will be January 24th.
Host country Austria will have a national final, which will be the first time in quite a while, I believe since 2016. The national final is going to be called Vienna Calling, Wer singt für Österreich? There were 400 songs submitted, and 2/3 of the entries were in German or a German dialect. So that should be interesting. I mean, Austria did French in 2016 with Loin de Sea, and they had a German dialect in 2012 with Voki mit dem Popo, which finished last in its semifinals. From those 400 songs submitted, 24 acts will be invited to audition later this month. And then 12 will advance to the final that will happen on February 20th. The host of the show is going to be Alice Tumler. She was one of the hosts of Eurovision in 2015. And her co-host will be Cesar Sampson, who represented Austria in 2018 and was the jury winner of that year's contest. He's been part of the selection committee, like doing a lot of talent scouting. He's also done a lot of work with Czechia's process. I think he was a backing singer for Bulgaria, so like he is part of the Eurovision family. So I'll be curious to see what the choices will be.
Yeah, just like how like what sort of fingerprint he will have on this particular selection, I would say.
And the winner for this contest will be determined by a combo of international jury, national jury, and televote.
We have details for San Marino. There is an open casting process. Dreaming San Marino Song Contest will be used to
That's
determine
terrible name.
No, it's an awful name. I assume they're putting the creative work towards the production and not the title. But yeah, no. Dreaming San Marino Song Contest will be used to determine 10 of the 20 acts. It's basically just una voce per San Marino with a different name for copyright purposes, or just sort of trying to do, I don't know. San Marino is just doing its thing. So just like anybody can enter. You just need 2 songs, €150, and a dream in your heart. 230 acts. 230 will advance to the stage and live academy phase. That will be 8 sessions with up to 30 acts each. That is when you submit another €150 unless you are San Marinese, in which case you only have to pony up €50. And acts may only compete with one of their songs. 5 singers from each session, that's 40 total, will advance to semis on March 3rd and 4th. 5 from each semi will advance to the final.
I'm hoping it's not as televised as previous editions, because I really don't want to have to keep track of 230
Yes, it's just like
40 is much more manageable.
That is my dream for this year's San Marino Song Contest. It's just like, what if you guys showed me less of how the sausage is made? Anyways, I hope everybody, for all of their financial contributions, at least gets like a beautiful commemorative tote bag.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I do like the logo. I do like the font. So, yeah, that would actually look really good on a tote bag. Set up a Shopify San Marino. You'll probably recoup a lot of your costs if you do that.
Honestly, like, shift like some of this to like the weirdos like us who want the tote bag with the nice font.
I'm sure the dozens of us will really make it.
Will really put a dent in like the fee that you owe the EBU. All right, and on that note, that's going to do it for this episode of the EuroWhat. Thanks for listening. The EuroWhat podcast is hosted by Ben Smith, that's me, and Mike McComb.
That's me. You can find our full archive of episodes on our website at eurowhat.com. We also have a free monthly newsletter available through our Patreon. Our next issue drops next week. You can get to the Patreon through our website or by going to patreon.com/EuroWhat to sign up.
Next time on the EuroWhat, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi!